Hello friends, I am Rajneesh, and today in this section we shall understand how to change the root password of a Linux machine. To demonstrate this, we have a virtual machine station 9 for which we don't know the root password. We don't have any user that has sudo access, so the access to the virtual machine as a root user is completely lost. We don't have root access to this machine. So will it be possible to change the root password? Yes, it is possible, but for that we'll have to reboot the machine. So we will just reboot this virtual machine, and as soon as it displays the grub menu, we will type any key to suppress it moving forward and booting from the default operating system. So after we have pressed the key, we can see that presently it has only one operating system installed on it. So if we want to modify the parameters, we will have to press E for edit. As soon as we press E, we can see that it has three options corresponding to it. One is root, which specifies the location of the boot partition. In case this is residing in root partition, so it could be the same disk. So root hd 0,0 simply states that the boot partition is present inside the first hard disk and the first partition. hd0 means the first hard disk and 0 means the first partition. So the boot partition is present inside the first partition of the first hard disk. If we see to the second option, kernel, which states /boot/vm linux /263271 el6 i3 i686. So you can see /boot, it is prefixed by /boot, which simply state that this virtual machine doesn't have a separate boot partition. The boot partition is present inside the same root. So under the first disk and the first partition, we have a root partition in which boot is a folder, and we have kernel images and init ramfs placed inside it. So in case we have to boot this machine in single user mode, we will just type E corresponding to the entry of kernel. Just press E and we will see that it states the location of the kernel. It's present inside /boot and VM linux, the complete path. It's to be mounted in read-only mode, and root equal to UUID equal to the complete UUID. Root partition can be specified as a label, as a device, or as a UUID. So this is the actual root partition on which we have /etc, we have /bin, or this is the actual root partition. It can be specified as capital label equal to the label name /dev/sda1, which is the exact partition, or UUID. It's a unique ID corresponding to a file system. So this is always static wherever we move a particular hard disk. In case we are detaching a hard disk from a server and moving it to a different server, the UUID will remain the same. However, the nomenclature or the location of the disk may change. In a first server, it may be treated as HDA1, and in the second server, depending upon its location, it could be HDB, HDC, or HDD. So in case the nomenclature of the hard disk is changed, you might not be able to boot from it. But in case you are using UUID option, it will remain same wherever the disk will be attached. So our objective is to boot the operating system in single user mode so that we get access as a root user to this virtual machine, and we can change the root password. So for this we have a kernel line, and at the end we will just enter 1 and press enter. Now to boot with this configuration, we will just press B as in boot. So it will start booting and it will drop us on a root shell in which we will have complete access to the operating system. You can change the root password or you can do anything else. So our objective is to change the root password. For that, just type the command passwd and it will ask you for a new password. So we have just specified password as Red Hat. Let us just try to reboot the machine and try to log in with the new password. Okay, so we are on the login prompt. Just type the username root and the new password that we provided to it. It was Red Hat, and we are able to log in into this Red Hat Linux server. So this is how the root password can be changed. Thanks for listening. This is Rajneesh signing off for now.